last session, you guys had essentially just woken up from, in the morning after the night of surviving a goblin attack, which you actually, it less of survival, more that you guys pretty much just slaughtered them very fast. Then you proceeded to follow this new map that you had found to a grove where these creatures had been originating from. After one failed survival check and a couple of successful ones, you guys finally managed to reach the grove, where you then discover a fucking massive army of spiders and goblinoid creatures heading out in the direction of the outpost. You guys decide to continue moving forward into the grove to try and find one of the spiders that you needed so that you could cure 3 of your party members from a curse that was slowly turning them into monsters. Upon entering the grove, you find the site of some form of ritual by a witch. This large, almost mutant-looking tree with these strange growths on it. The witch and a couple of the goblin creatures sitting around a cauldron. You guys kind of stealth into place. And then 2 of you proceed to chuck in some explosives, with one missing and one hitting, kicking off a big combat, which involved a giant spider coming out of the trees and paralyzing one of your members for an hour. Sorry, Atanase.
That was
3
fine.
time. Amidst the fight, she managed to put a couple of you down simply by putting you to sleep. Mostly just seemed to be trying to just stop you guys. But at one point, a certain party member had decided to cover the entire party in fog because he wanted to keep the witch alive. At least that's what you're getting from that. I'm not entirely sure what the plan was.
It was Atanase, that's the certain party member.
Yep, he was paralyzed and caused the fog. No, I got answers for when people chew cats out. So
that was all me, guys. That was all me. I'm so sorry.
Fortunately for you guys, that even with all the fog and the witch turning invisible, K-Jax, your happy rogue, or extremely lucky rogue, managed to make a shot, just straight blind shot, and managed to end the witch. After that, I believe it was Kazimir who looted the witch and tipped over the cauldron, pretty much breaking whatever spell was going on, because as this fight was going on, a large portal was opening up within the tree and something was trying to make it through. But you managed to stop that, and during that time, Yarrow also managed to jump headfirst into a decapitated spider to get a heart that you guys desperately needed. After pretty much succeeding everything you needed from this place, you went back to the boat, and deciding not to stop for a long rest or stop for the night, you managed to continue pushing forward, succeeding in pretty much every survival check and making it back to the outpost by morning. You find your way back to Auntie Gretel's, being told by one of the guards on the way that the Lord wanted to see you upon your return, but you guys wanted to get cured, decided to say fuck that nonsense, and went right for the Auntie Gretel's, which as soon as you arrive, she takes the heart, places it in her own cauldron, makes a sort of nasty brew, and tells the 3 of you to drink it. Also, God damn it, what was her name? Let me see. Nina was also there, as Auntie Gretel had got her there beforehand, just so she could also be cured. And we pretty much ended with all 3 of your party members basically vomiting up a black ichor and finding themselves cured of this curse.
Are we still inside Aunt Gretel's house, or did we get out?
And I mean, you guys are currently still inside Auntie Gretel's. Like, you had just finished getting cured.
Well, that was disgusting, to say the least, but thank you very much, Aunt Gretel. That was truly you're a lifesaver. Now, if you would excuse us, I think we have to go see the Lord and report to what we saw.
Alright,
that was really, really disgusting. How long is this taste going to be in my mouth? Just wondering.
Yeah, let's just roll for it. For the next 7 days.
Barnabas' jaw just drops, and he just, like, stares at her. Like an entire week.
Well, you're no longer going to turn into a monster.
I fucking hate this.
I mean, if we're weighing pros and cons here, I think that's the better end of this arrangement.
But it is a nasty taste. I mean, you drank a spider heart, basically.
Well, if you all want to go to this meeting, we have our head man in charge. If you wouldn't mind representing me, I stay back with Auntie Gretel. I have a book to lend.
You know, I think I might want to take a back seat on this next one. I'm feeling a little squeamish.
It's alright, my friend. I can take the lead on this one. You can rest.
What are we gonna do without our headman in charge?
Well, you can be the head man in charge, Jaro.
Okay, I can do that. And I try to steal Barnabas' hat. Not steal permanently, like...
Barnabas will give it to you. Willingly. He's like, yes, alright, if you're leading the crew, here you go. He gives you his hat.
Yes, I am the head man in charge now. What are we doing?
Oh boy. Alright, Yaro, we have to go see the Lord. Remember to get our gold.
Oh yes, the Lord. Let's go see the Lord.
Alright, so who's coming and who's staying?
Well, I'm coming with. I just don't want to do too much of the talking.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were staying here as well, Barnabas.
How long did it take us to get from there to where we are? Like from the witches thing, like time, yeah.
Basically like a whole night. Like you guys had left.
Okay. Would I have been able to look over the journal that I had found?
Oh yeah, like on the way back, since I believe you weren't paddling or doing any of the survival checks, you could have had time to look for the witch's journal, which essentially just it's less of like any sort of spell book and more of like her like life's journal, like just a journal she's kept. And it pretty much just tells her story of when she was a little girl living in Toad Pit, and her mother and father who had lived there. Apparently some of the villagers had found out that her mother was a witch, and they had decided to hang her father and then burn her mother alive while she escaped into the swamp. After many years, well, actually after a few days, she had managed to find what appeared to be a abandoned cabin, sort of like witch hut out in the swamp, and had discovered all manner of magical things, and had used this knowledge to set about a plan for revenge. It talks about making contact with some being known as the Two-Faced Prince, but it doesn't really go into detail of who that is, but she talks about later on. It starts to go into more detail about the ritual, and you start to see like this almost abomination of magic, as it is the spell to make that tree seems to be a fusion of both green magic and blood magic, to make this sort of tree that kind of acts as a doorway between the Feywild and your own realm. And she was essentially creating an army to help take revenge, and then her side of the deal was to make a doorway for the Two-Faced Prince to get into this world, which you guys managed to stop all that. So yeah.
Awesome. All right.
At least you got a revenge on the town.
Right.
Alright, well that was it for that journal, basically.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I'm just frantically writing down what you said, so...
Oh yeah, I guess if there's anything else you want.
No, I think if that's it, I think I got a good grasp on it now.
Alright. So, everyone but Nhamir is going to the Lord.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll go ahead and do you guys first, and Nhamir will come back to you. Just to make sure, I'm assuming you didn't want to do any of that in Whisper Chat, what you wrote. Okay. So, as you guys step out of the wagon and head towards the Lord's Manor, looking around, seeing a recently attacked outpost, as there are large spider corpses and a bunch of really dead goblinoids. You do manage to make it to about the front of the manor, where you do see a group of guards kind of like running around, and you actually see the sort of posh butler person who had originally taken you to the Lord to begin with.
Alright, Yarrow, it's your turn. Go do your job. You're in charge, remember?
Yes, I'm in charge. I approached the guy.
You finally returned. All right.
We did very good. We survived, and they're not monsters.
Wait, what? What was that about monsters?
Like, there were no monsters because we killed them all.
All right. Well, the Lord wishes to see you when you returned. So, if you'll just follow me, and he leads you not into the manor, but actually around it to the back. And as you guys come around the corner, you actually see what looks to be this sort of large workspace area with kind of like just a, oh god, what is it called? Where it's just like a roof thing with like a couple pillars holding the roof up. There's no like walls or door or anything. It's just kind of like an open thing.
Gazebo?
Yeah, kind of like a gazebo, but like a workplace. A gazebo, I guess would be the best.
Like a workshop, like open,
yeah.
open concept work.
And essentially what you see is a few animal pelts and a number of maybe animal bones, but you do see the Lord currently in the middle of stuffing one of the recently killed spiders that he slain, while his pet dire bear is off to the side eating another spider.
Nice.
He's just completely covered in guts. His actual greatsword that you did see in his office is actually by his side, and that thing is also completely covered.
What is he stuffing it with?
Whatever they use to stuff actual animals with. Well, I guess it's not really I've seen a couple of videos on how stuffing animals work, and it's less stuffing and more that you take the pelt and kind of wrap it around a pre-made sculpture-based thing to make it look like this. But in this case, since it's a giant spider with more of a armored carapace, he's basically just trying to take out all the organic bits inside and kind of make it so nothing rots.
I have a hobby.
Yeah, is killing giant monsters.
That's what Barnabas says out loud as they walk into the room, so...
The Lord kind of stops and turns around. Cyclops, it is good to see you. I take it that you have succeeded in your mission.
Oh, I'm the Cyclops. Oh, okay. That's really rude.
To be fair, I mean, I believe like last time
I think I called him Stumpy. So
yeah, because he has like one peg leg
and muddied up his couch.
Oh yeah.
He has
but
every reason.
Barnabas is just gonna pretend like that never.
Alright, well, what do you have to report?
We killed some spiders. I was in one spider. I went inside and I got the heart. It was really cool.
Okay.
We weren't able to get much. The witch is dead that we suspect.
Wait. What witch? What happened?
Yes, there was a lot of information we weren't
Don't
able
pit.
to. Toad pit.
Pretty much, the village is all dead. Everybody is dead. There was a witch, and now the witch is dead, and we killed it. We killed her. That's pretty much what happened.
Right.
Don't suppose you brought any proof of any of this.
Were we supposed to? You didn't say anything.
Ideally, I told you to go to Toad Pit, find out what's going on, and see if you can return with information. Likely in...
We have
Do you have any
information
proof
in our
to-
minds.
I'm gonna hand the Elderman's letter that I found in the thing to him.
You're lucky we got that because the Elderman's house collapsed into the swamp. So I mean, all things considered.
It's very cool.
Yes, Toad Pit was not built very well. He kind of looks at the letter, reads through it. And I take it you went to this grove.
Yes, if you send people there, you'll find.
I will send scouts to check out the area just to make sure there is no cleanup work to be done.
I do not know if your scout will ever come back, though. This area is full of monsters and goblins and stuff like that.
And knowing that a witch
We
is
live-
now dead, its
My
coven might be
scouts-
agitated.
I will keep that in mind. I will inform the Inquisitor. He might be able to help with that. But, I guess, since you succeeded in the original mission of making it to Toad Pit and back with the information, which I guess at this point is void since you took care of the problem, apparently, you should receive your payment. Kind of looks around.
Plus, since we took care of the problem.
I don't know if that was ever a part of the original agreement.
It wasn't, but since we went above and beyond,
I'll see what I
deserve a
can.
little bit extra.
I'll see what I can do, but for now I will give you the original payment and see what I can get for you as a bonus.
You know, Barnabas, if you want money for the witch, we might talk to the Inquisitor. I'm pretty sure they will pay good money for a reward for us killing a witch. Sounds good. Okay, sounds good.
Alright, I made some slow cooker soup today, and I didn't get to.
No, I saw you were enjoying it, so...
This shit's really good. I made some tortilla soup. God damn.
Alright, my friend. Lord, when is the caravan leaving here again?
Well, we just got done with the attack. You would have to ask the caravan leader. He's more in charge of those things. I don't. We're here mostly just to protect them while they stop. And
Atanase, I think we're better off not taking the caravan. They kind of suck ass at defending us. I mean, we might as well just go by ourselves. Then we don't have to defend any peasants.
Who said anything about defending peasants? Just be in the caravan. They know where to go.
If we go with the caravan, I can guarantee you we're going to get attacked again, and then they're going to attack some family, and we'll have to defend them, and it will be a whole thing.
Is it really that bad to defend the families?
We stick around with the competent people, and, you know, hey,
You make a very good point there, Barnabas. A very, very good point indeed. Now, my lord, where is the Inquisitor? I need to speak to him.
He will most likely be in his office, but before you go, perhaps, unless none of you want to get paid, in which case that is fine with me.
No, yes. And I kind of like extend my tiny hand.
It's, he kind of like snaps his fingers for the fancy butler person. He kind of brings over a couple of purses and hands each of you one, which you are one short. Did you lose someone?
No, he just had other matters to tend to.
Then I will give this to you. Yeah, and he hands you.
Barnabas kind of steps in the way. He insisted that the money be given to me, his best friend.
Kaz is gonna be like, right, and how long have you known him?
Long time, my friend, long time.
Forever.
Right. Kaz is gonna step in front. I'll take it.
He hands you the purse, and Barnabas, he is handing you your purse, but then stops, like, oh, but before I do, he opens it and takes out one coin, and then gives you the rest. Payment for the cleaning of my couch. All of you have 30 platinum, except for Barnabas, who has 29. Because you had to dirty his couch.
Okay.
I don't like you.
I do not really care. I'm a lord and rich as fuck, so if you excuse me, I'm going back to stuffing this.
Okay, we'll go find the Inquisitor.
Alright, no problem, let's do it.
Alright.
Should we go
And on the way
check
out,
on
I will go
Nhamir?
to... on the way out, I will talk to Yarrow. Say, good job, Yarrow. That was great. Great leadership.
Yes, I'm the new headman in charge. And I look at Barnabas like,
I think this was a more temporary type deal. He's gonna reach down and grab his hat back.
oh, okay.
Ask, Yarrow, I'm assuming you put a cloak back on or something, or are you just walking out with your wings now?
I didn't buy a new cloak, so I was walking freely.
Oh, shit!
Walking free.
Alright!
So is
I forgot about that, yeah.
It's a good thing everyone's more focused on, like, repairing the outpost and dealing with the random shit.
If Kazimir would see that and he has extra robes, he'll give to Yarrow.
Yeah, I would have done it.
You got a robe that is like 10 times your size, but you have something to cover up in.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I have a robe of the Inquisition, so I don't know if she wants that.
I
Like
mean,
it's not a robe, it's a vestment. It's a vestment, whatever the priest would wear. So that's what I would have given Yarrow if she wanted it. But if Kazimir has an extra, I would let Kazimir give her a regular cloak or whatever.
You have my cool long robe that's mostly black and accents of purple.
Got it.
Nice.
Alright, well, off to the Inquisitor then?
I mean, I am going. I don't know if other people want to.
I'm sure who was gonna...
I think now that I have money, Barnabas would split off the main items. I don't really need to roleplay buying those items, but Barnabas would leave now to go get them. You know, so. Because it's all just fucking rope and shit.
Kazimir is gonna conveniently use the excuse of wanting to check on Nhamir to not go towards the Inquisitors.
I would say... Barnabas, if both of you left at the same time, you're probably heading in the same direction, but both of you are actually stopped by a guard who's like, by the way, we found this in your boat. What do you want to do with these? And he holds out the strange stingray creatures that you killed. That you had left in the boat.
Yes, the broodlings. We should
Take them to the...
those. I believe, yes, we had arranged a contract with the gentleman who wanted to thank you for notifying us.
Right. And he just kind of hands you the things and then walks away to clean his hands.
So you said that Barnabas and Kazimir left at the same time, right? It's just.
I mean, if like both of you weren't going to go with the rest to the Inquisition, then yeah, you guys would have broken off.
So, real quick, before we separate, we're just strolling along. All of a sudden, Barnabas is going to just swiftly turn around and just pin Kazimir to a nearby building if I can. If I need to roll a grapple check, that's cool.
I mean, is Kazimir going to try to stop that?
I would probably try to maneuver myself out of it as I see it.
All right. Make either a athletics or acrobatics check, both of you, to see what you can do. Oh, damn.
Wow.
Nice!
Yeah.
Right, well, right before you pin him to the wall and then crane off the distance is playing that romantic music, Kazimir just swiftly moves out of the way as your hand just presses against the wall and you kind of dub your finger.
Kazimir will just go, surely we can resolve this by talking, friend.
I think we do need to talk. And I'm not sure that we are friends. I thought we were.
Friends.
But would a friend put the others in danger the way you did? I think that if we're going to journey together, we need to come to a bit of an agreement here. Now, I like you, I like Nhamir, but we planned this assault before it. You had plenty of time to tell us that you didn't want to fight her, and we probably would have listened. But waiting until we're almost dead in the middle of combat? What were you thinking?
I had a moment of not being in the present state. The idea of not killing the witch hadn't entered my mind at the time, and as combat continued, I realized killing a witch would likely just alert her coven. And then not only would we have one witch, we would have a witch, her coven, and her allies. And considering our contract with the Lord was to gather information, by killing the witch, not knowing now where her potential coven is, leaves the entire outpost in danger.
I think that in the future, if we are to journey together, I would have you remember this. When you have not one, but 3 friends in danger of being transformed into a vile monster, and you are fighting for the very ingredient of their survival, perhaps make choices that benefit the many. But Barnabas suddenly gets very jovial and not grammar gun. All is good. We're friends. All is in the past. Let's talk. I need to go get something to drink. Get this awful taste out of my mouth. I will see you later. Barnabas just walks away.
Kazmir's just gonna kind of stand there and watch him as he walks away. I guess he's gonna be fiddling the silver ring that he had, considering giving it to Barnabas, but then he's just gonna slip it back in his pocket and go look for Nhamir.
Alright, well, while all that was going on, Nhamir, we're going to jump back to you with Aunt Gretel. So,
yeah. Anyway, can I copy that book down to any sort of useful information you might have?
Certainly, can't stop the Lord's voice. Certainly, but I can't fucking do their voice. Certainly, but it should probably I still can't do her fucking voice. I got the fucking Lord's voice. That accent fucking stuck now.
You're doing great, dude. Don't you?
This is just going to be her voice right now.
Don't even trip.
You got you, dog.
I should warn you ahead of time, this book is dangerous, and if you try to copy anything from it, I'm not sure how that's going to go.
I'll take the chances.
Alright. Far be it from me to stop you. She signals to the young halfling, who retrieves the book, and she places it in front of you. And you see this tome that appears to be bound in some very disturbing form of leather. You're not entirely sure what it's from.
It's people leather.
Yeah, I think we know it's people leather.
Yep. I assume you're going to open this up and try to look through and copy some information down?
Yeah, just reading and, like, taking notes, skimming.
Is there any particular information you are interested in writing, or are you just kind of like writing down as much of the book as you can?
As much about different creatures and artifacts as he can find.
Alright, go ahead and make a... I don't know if this would be investigation.
I think just, like, either, like, straight intelligence or something. Like, I don't see it as, like, a specific skill.
Yeah, I would say just, like, straight intelligence to just make sure you're writing down the correct information from the abyssal language. Yeah, pretty good. As you start to write, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Love to see it. Love to see it, baby.
And now he's gotten mad.
Yep. Alright, so you begin to go through the book and filling out your journal more and more, and as you do, your head, it's almost as if like you've completely lost track of time or any, oh god, what is it called? Basically, you've lost track of your surroundings altogether. We'll actually come back to something later, because this is basically going to take you the rest of the day to do. But, as you start writing more and more down, it's strange because you have a normal journal, a normal ink, but as you're writing, the ink begins to turn from that normal black into a blood red, and the actual leather on your journal begins to turn black and crack, and you get this very slight smell of sulfur. But as you are writing, Kazimir, at this point you would return to Auntie Gretel's, and upon entering you would see Nhamir busy at her table looking through the Demonomicon, which is the book that he is currently writing down and writing information into his journal. But you just see like what should be an inkwell that he is using to write all of this information down. But every time he runs out of ink, instead of going for the inkwell, you see him instead stab the quill into his arm and use his own blood to continue to write.
I would immediately see that. And I'm assuming Auntie Gretel is just watching him do it.
Yeah, she would actually put a hand out and try to stop you if you try to, like, approach him.
Oh yeah, I would be like, why are you letting him do that? Rush over and try to stop him.
I warned him the dangers of the book, but he wished to proceed. If you stop him now, his mind may break. It was his choice to make.
How do I pull him out?
You have to wait till he's done.
Kaz is gonna take the inkwell and like just kind of try to move it over towards wherever he's trying to stab his arm, like not continuously, but just trying to be like, okay,
as he is going to stab his arm, and you try to move the inkwell in the way. Instead of stabbing in the arm, his hand actually moves and stabs himself in the shoulder, to get to that blood, and then starts writing continuously. It's very small cuts since it is a very, it's a quill with a very fine tip, so you're not getting any real damage from this as someone who is used to cutting themselves.
Yeah, I just, don't
But
see
yes, if you actually look down at what he is writing down, though, it is almost a complete copy of what is in the original book. Even the strange demonic drawings, he is drawing almost to perfection.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm definitely because you said you told me it was the demon Omicron, so it makes it that I have knowledge of it.
I mean, that's just what I'm going. I wouldn't say that she hasn't told you what the book is yet, but if you don't understand Bissell, you wouldn't be able to read it. I'm just saying it just to let people know what the fucking book was.
Gotcha.
Or letting him know what the book was, because he would know at this point.
Yeah, I would just be observing.
Basically, he ends right about, let's see, it's real early in the morning, which, by the way, you guys are tired as shit, and currently you all have a point of exhaustion because you spent the entire night moving without stopping to sleep.
So at some point, for it?
Is it a roll or is it just automatic? I think you get to
roll.
I mean, I don't really have any plans for you guys to go into combat, and you're going to get another night of sleep, so it's mostly just for flavor that you're it's mostly to show that you guys are exhausted as fuck currently.
For sure.
But Nhamir actually almost takes the full day into the evening, and Kazimir, you actually end up falling asleep in a chair a few times while he's doing this. Nhamir, you're going to be sleeping for a long time. Yeah, you try to stay awake, but you have just spent days out in the swamp after surviving a battle. You moving through the swamp in the middle of the night. You guys are exhausted, and by basically sundown, Nhamir finishes writing, and Nhamir, suddenly you regain your sense of self. You kind of it was early morning when you started, and when you look out of her there's kind of like a window in her wagon. You can see that the sun is actually going down. And if you look in front of you, you see this now, what was a normal journal, now blackened and cracked, smelling slightly of sulfur, filled with the writing in your own blood, multiple pages of strange creatures.
So first he just kind of looks out the window, sees it sundown, he's just like, wow. And he just kind of looks down at his arm.
Your arm has many holes in it. You look like you've been sticking a needle in your arm.
I better not show that to Barnabas. And then he'll finally go and look at the Demonomicon. Is just flipping pages, just looking at everything he's written.
Oh, the one that you were currently one that you wrote down?
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Just comparing
if you just comparing, but the weird thing that you find is that you'll turn one page to find this maybe information about a certain demon, but then when you turn back to the previous page that you've been on, it is completely changed from where it was before, almost as if this book has no real order to it. Every page that you turn is completely random, so anytime you open it, it never opens to the exact same place it should.
Well, you don't create a fucking strange-ass book every day. I think I'm beat. Head to the bar. Hey, fucking Kaz, you up over there?
Yes, of course. Yes, you've finished.
Yeah, I could use a trip to the bar.
I'd love to accompany you if you would like.
He takes his book, shoves it into his bag, and then takes Auntie Gretel's and kind of hands it to her, and is
He takes it.
I appreciate it a lot.
You You are welcome, I suppose. You be careful with what you have, and make sure that the wrong people do not see you have it. They tend to burn you for such things.
Yeah, I'm privy to that sort of information. I appreciate you, though. Could use a serious night out and a hangover tomorrow morning to forget all about this. So.
Alright, so...
Head out to the bar, baby. Going on that night
You
scene.
and Kazimir leave Auntie Gretel's wagon and head to the local bar, which is aptly named the Beer and Bag, because the bar is also the general store.
I imagine Barnabas would probably be there with...
You would be there buying all the stuff you want to buy while being served alcohol.
With how long it took Nhamir, I imagine I'd probably be outside.
Oh yeah, if you were like...
Bar talk.
Oh yeah, you'd been done a while ago, and you'd be outside. Auntie Gretel's just waiting for them. But
I didn't go to.
I thought I was like.
Yeah,
oh,
just outside the bar brushing.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Yep.
All right. Well, before we get into that, we're gonna jump back to Atanase, who was with, I believe, K-Jax. What did you? I assume you were probably gonna go with Barnabas, or did you want to go with the others too?
I was going with him, sorry.
Okay, yeah, it's I should have asked. But I guess it's just Atanase and Yara who are going to the Inquisitor.
This is gonna end well.
Alright, Yara, are you sure you want to come with me?
Let's go see the Inquisitor, because I am the headman in charge, even though I don't have the hat anymore. But I am in charge. Right, Atanase?
If you want to be in charge, you can be in charge, but this is a matter of just me going to the Inquisitor. It's not the group. But if you want to come, you're welcome, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yes, I'll go with you. I need to supervise what you do. I need to supervise all the group, I need to make sure everyone's okay.
So it's the person who comes up to, not even your knee.
Yeah. I'm tiny, so I can hide, so you don't even know that I'm there. And then I can save you if something bad happens. I'll be quiet.
Alright, no problem. Alright, let's go. And I just go to the Inquisitor.
As she has just said that and is following you, you realize she is wearing a massive robe that is just dragging behind her.
Kind of like kids with the security blankets.
Yep.
Because Kaz is, I think he's 6'6".
Yara is 18 inches.
Yeah.
I think I was 2
I rolled his height.
I'm 2 feet.
Yeah.
You got a long train.
God, I didn't realize Kaz stands way the fuck over Nhamir.
Bro, I rolled my height and weight. Yeah.
Can I even carry a rope that big?
Yeah, you can. It's just if you've ever had a really big blanket that you've had to carry around you.
Okay, so it's just dirty and full of mud. Nice.
Yeah, you're definitely getting mud all over his robe, but yeah. I would say it doesn't really take you too long to find the Inquisitor, as his office is kind of at the guards barrack, and you kind of head there and asking one of the guards, they will see if he's in, and goes off to try and see if the Inquisitor's in, which I'd say currently he's at his office, because this would be after the battle. So yeah, he would return and tell you guys that the Inquisitor is ready to see both of you, as you are led to a very a very nice office for what is in a everything in the guards barracks is more rough and tumble, but his office is like very neat. As you see the Inquisitor sitting there at a desk.
Inquisitor, nice to meet you. How are you today?
Well, we are doing much better now that the attack is over. Hopefully the siege has ended. What may I help you with?
Well, I would just like to know how your inquiry into the event of, that night, and that weird looking guy was there. Did you learn anything new or anything of value that may help us?
We have not, strangely enough, found any trace of how they managed to get into the outpost, or how they left it, or this individual. You said left? Or I believe you said he disappeared in a orb. He's like lifting a paper in an orb of darkness.
That is correct. One of our.
We have no real way of tracking someone like that. So with the siege now ended, I can now send out missives to the rest of the Inquisitors in the area to see if we cannot discover what this person was and was planning.
I understand. Now, I have a report to make to the Lord Inquisitor of that region.
Well, the Lord Inquisitor would be at the main city of this region. That would be Lord Inquisitor Alexei Kolak. And he is currently at the main city in Mornstog, which is just west of the Mire. You'll find him at, what did I name that fucking city? Hold on, oh god. Name to be entered, we'll just say that. But essentially, the Lord Inquisitor would be found here, within the Mornstock region, but essentially each of these regions has their own Lord Inquisitor, but the one closest one to you is there.
Understood. Now, would I be able to leave a letter to you, or a report to you, and you might be able
yes,
to...
Yes, I can deliver a report. I will have it delivered for you.
Understood. Now, on our way with our group, we found a witch, which we were able to vanquish. She is now dead.
Witch? I assume she is the one responsible for all of this nonsense.
That would be a valid assumption, however, I cannot confirm it for you for sure. There was one peculiar thing, though, with that witch. She was boiling something in a cauldron, a weird-looking potion, and I guess trying to summon something from out of a tree.
That does not sound very promising.
Not really. We were able to stop the summoning by killing the witch, and...
this is good. All witches should die.
I agree with you. Dark magic is not good. However, we were able to stop by killing her, but the way we stopped the summoning was by pushing the cauldron onto the ground, and the whole brewing was on the floor, stopping the summoning. But she called, if I remember correctly, she called her whomever she was trying to summon, her master, which, as you know, a master of a witch could be something very dark and powerful. So I thought that it would be wise to report that to the Inquisition.
You'll know, can you show me where this spot was? I can send some people to check out, see if they could find anything.
Would you be able to show him on the map?
Yeah, he would probably bring out his own map, and you would have seen the map before and be able to point out where the grove is.
I would put in the general direction of where it was.
Yes, and thank you for reporting this. I will make sure that if you fill out your report, I will make sure to deliver it to the Lord Inquisitor and see what we can find out about this individual. And as you guys are talking, you'll actually, there'll be a guard who comes in at the door and be like, "Oh, Lord Inquisitor, not Lord Inquisitor, just Inquisitor, the Lord wanted me to give this to you," and he reads it "Oh, it appears the Lord was already sending people to look at this grove, so I will just send my men with them."
No, we...
Because you had told him about it, so now there's
Yeah, but I don't think we told him about the cauldron of the tree or anything like that.
No, not about the cauldron, but you had told him where the which thing had happened, so the Lord was initially going to have the Inquisitor look into that anyway.
No problem, okay.
So it's basically two different people telling him something's going to happen. He's like, "Alright, I guess this is something to look into."
Alright, well, that is it for me for today. That's all I had to report, but I think the higher-ups should know about this.
I will make sure word gets out. Thank you again for your service in slaying the vile witch.
You're welcome. And then I would do whatever, reciting whatever the Inquisition...
Yeah, it would probably be I'd have to come up with a bow, but it'd be like
no problem.
Bow.
And then I will just, starting to go out and signal Yarrow to follow me.
I follow, looking very confused after that bow thingy.
Right, the Inquisitor goes back to work.
Would you like to care for a drink? And some rest?
I don't drink, but I can follow you, yes, just to make sure that nothing happens, right?
I mean, you don't have to drink alcohol, but you can drink something, right?
I don't know, has it been 24 hours since I drank that potion you gave me?
Oh yeah, you gave her that.
I think it has been over 24 hours.
Yeah, it's probably been over 24.
Oh yes, then I'm feeling a bit thirsty, and I'm a bit tired, and I'm feeling a bit gross. I was in a spider.
Right. Very well done, by the way, on the spider. Very well done.
Yarrow looks super proud.
Let's go to, is it a tavern or a bar or whatever?
It is the bar/general store.
Alright, let's go get a drink, and then, or do you want to get yourself cleaned up first?
That sounds like a plan.
Alright. Okay, but I ask you two questions. Which one do you want to do first, the drink or cleaning up?
Let's do the drink first. I think
then
you need it.
Let's go drink! And I just go in the bar / general store.
Besides, I can boast of my spider killing in the bar. Maybe I can get some food.
Oh, that is very smart. You know, free drinks and free foods are always welcome.
Well, as you guys get to the bar around that same time, everything between Kazimir and Nhamir is happening, and Barnabas and Kajak currently in the middle of purchasing a large amount of goods and alcohol. I would say you'd probably meet up with Barnabas and Kajak, and then probably get together. You'd get it. You'd get your bath, which would be a very simple kind of just wooden tub with water and a bar of soap.
Fair enough.
But you guys,
I don't need a whole tub.
Well,
that's true.
When everybody gets there, I would definitely be like, "Alright, everybody, I would like to introduce you to Bartok," and I will point to this donkey, which I've put a hat on, and I am currently brushing.
Hello, Bartok, and I approach to pet his knee, I think.
Yeah, about his knee. It's just...
Do you come up behind it? Because I would probably kick you.
No, I'll try to do it from the front.
Yeah, you approach and he kind of just doesn't really notice you. He's just kind of like probably sitting there maybe munching on some food.
Some oats.
Yeah, just munching away while he's getting brushed.
Oh, who's a good donkey?
Hey, Barnabas, where did you find such a fine creature?
Oh, the gentleman around the corner. He gave them to me for a excellent deal. Only 1 platinum piece.
I stopped for a second.
You guys see a gentleman like walking around the corner, just kind of leave him go like, "That idiot."
That sounds like a great deal to me. Did you buy food? Can we give him something to eat?
Yes, I bought enough for Bartok to eat for the next 4 days while we travel.
We're traveling?
Also, did they have any fresh apples for sale? I would have bought an apple.
Oh yeah, they probably have a few apples.
Also, I pull out an apple from my belt pouch and I toss it to Yarrow. Go ahead.
Yay! I kind of like stand on my tippy toes, I guess, trying to feed Bartok.
He kind of like, he kind of doesn't see you at first, but then like you kind of have to like slap his knee, but he's like, he looks down, he sees the apple, and like goes in to like munch on it. Just for shits and giggles, just make a like standard dexterity check for me.
Oh god, I'm gonna be eaten by a donkey.
He's just gonna nibble on your hand a little bit. Don't be mad at him.
Oh, I don't know why it said disadvantage. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, fine. Like, you managed to pull your fingers out of the way before he, like, just chomps down on him. But yeah, he is currently enjoying his apple.
Good, Bartok. And I pat his knee again.
He does the whole donkey, thing. Which I cannot do.
Bring.
Yeah, at this point, Kazimir and Nhamir have shown up. Everyone's shown up to
Before we show up, when I was like...
Yeah?
No. Was I doing that like through the sleeve of my coat, or did I pull it off?
Oh, yeah, you like had instinctually, like, even without noticing, rolled up your sleeve and were,
So...
poke.
I'm just gonna try to pull it down and like cover that.
Alright.
And hopefully that'll slide for the night, and then show up and get some drinks.
Alright. So, unless there's anything else wants to talk about, you guys would proceed to find lodging for the night, which,
Whoa, wait. You're telling me we're not gonna roleplay getting drinks?
Actually, I said, unless there's anything else you guys want to do. Yeah, you guys can
I thought we were still outside.
That's a I cried.
My friends. So, I'm gonna stride into the tavern and just bellow out, "Hey, around for me and my friends!" And I'll pay for whatever. I want to do shots with my buddies, so I'm buying everybody a round of shots.
Alright,
including Yarrow.
Can I have my shot not alcoholic? I kind of whisper to the bartender.
Yes, we have, some good goat's milk. But, yeah, he pours everyone a shot of this, strange, clear liquid, which would most... vodka. You guys are drinking vodka, because this is Fantasy Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Barnabas sniffs it. Oh, weird. What kind of alcohol is clear and not rum? Whatever.
You didn't just drink that disgusting potion. Are you complaining about the alcohol?
Nhamir's gonna be like, "Trust me, man, the really good kind."
So today, I think we should play another drinking game. I mean, we played one the other night, it was pretty fun. Tonight, nobody's got any fear of turning into a monster that we know of. But you know, we could have some fun. I'd like to get to know you folks a little bit more.
You guys do that. I gotta
I think,
real quick.
I think our healing from turning into monster calls for a celebration. Right?
Indeed it does! Barnabas is gonna just slam his shot and get another one. Okay, so everybody, let's grab a seat.
Yarrow grabs a seat.
Alright, who knows a good getting to know each other drinking game? I don't want to be the one who decides the rules every time.
Let's
The only
play
drinking
Never
game
Have I
I
Ever.
really play is like we drink and then you drink a shot, and then I drink a shot, and then you drink a shot. And
Oh,
it just
yeah,
goes on.
Oh, I know another one that's similar to that. It's called Drink the Beer. You drink the beer. It's not very exciting, I guess.
It's proven to give Nhamir and I hours of entertainment.
Alright. How about this? We all roll a dice, and then whoever rolls the lowest has to answer the question of whoever rolled the highest.
Not this again.
Fun.
No. This is different. And you had a chance. Do you have a drink game, Yano?
I don't drink, so I
Yaro
don't
doesn't
usually
drink.
play drinking games. I think
Then
the first
you will play
game.
the game of my rules.
Okay.
Because I am a big drinker.
You are the head man in charge. That is true. I should pay attention to you.
I've got the hat, you know.
No, the donkey has the hat.
We both have a hat, my friend.
Oh, fair enough. Alright then, let's play. I'm in a good mood tonight.
Alright, so there's 6 of us. We all have a regular die. Shall we roll, my friends?
Alright, let's all roll the d6.
Do we have a regular die?
God dang it!
I have a dice set, so we had a die for the last game. Ho ho! Atanase, we will get to ask the question.
Thank you, KJ.
Oh my
thank you,
gosh.
Cass.
Okay, so I think in this situation, maybe a reroll is in order for the bottom 3.
I agree.
A tiebreaker, you're saying?
Yes. And probably one between Atanase and myself as well.
God.
Oh my lord.
Alright, so then Yano and Kazimir roll off again. Alright, so it looks like. You guys didn't even have to roll off again because
Yeah, 3 crits in a row.
Yeah.
KJ has to answer. KJX has to answer the question.
I think you guys needed to roll to see who asked it.
So,
Yep.
there you go. Alright, that's good.
I got the question.
Going off about her.
Alright, let me see. Yeah. Alright, KJX, how long have you known Barnabas for? I'm curious.
We've known each other for a very long time. We met back when we first were, learning to sail. I think maybe 12 or 15 years ago.
That is a long relationship. That is nice. That is very nice. Alright, let's roll again and drink some more. And I drink another
Barnabas
cup.
visibly blushes when you call it a relationship.
I mean, I'm not sure if you're a friend or more than friends, so I just call it a relationship just to be safe.
Alright. I got a 4. Let's go.
No.
Oh,
Oh, Kazimir breaking the 6.
damn it, we keep tying. Alright. So Yaro and Will have to reroll.
To see who got the lowest.
Oh my lord.
Alright, so Will has to answer the question. And then,
Tie between
KJ
Kazimir and
have
KJ.
to roll to see who asks.
Kasimir's asking.
Oh wait, I get to ask? I thought you said Nhamir.
You're asking.
You're asking Nhamir.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to know about him?
I feel like Nhamir and I know each other pretty well, and I wouldn't want to put him on the spot either way.
No. Ask a question for our.
Come on, dude. You gotta ask a question. It's all part of the game.
Nhamir has like a flute. I imagine I have also a flute. It plays like 4 notes, but he's like playing 4 notes like kind of happily.
Nhamir, what brought you to my apothecary all those years ago?
I needed a town to drink and ship my life away in.
Well, I'm glad you did. You've been a good friend ever since.
Yeah, I'm glad I chose that shit town.
Me too. That's his question.
We're not down.
You had
Everybody,
an apothecary?
let's take another shot. Oh, you don't get to ask a question yet, Yano.
Oh, okay.
Man, that is brutal.
I'll roll your
Oh,
stupid
boy.
die. God dang it.
I mean, yours rolling pretty good. Kristen's
Kajak
rolling.
gets to ask the question to,
Oh, time between Kazimir. Hold on.
roll a 6, Will. You got this, buddy.
Juan, you can do it. Nope, he can't.
Oh,
There's no rule against having to ask the same person twice.
I guess it's a different person asking, so.
Kristen's asking Will a question this time.
Who do you prefer as a head man in charge?
This feels personal.
Barnabas puffs up. He's like,
You know, it's a tough decision, but I think there's this honest distinction between a head man in charge and a captain. I think Barnabas does better as our captain, and Yarrow should be our head man in charge.
Barnabas just deflates.
Yara looks super proud.
Where did you come up with that? Those distinctions.
Well,
don't
he's been on a boat, and none of the rest of us have, so I'm gonna say he gets to take lead on a boat, but only in that specific circumstance.
But we're on land. We don't even have a boat.
Exactly.
You did say you were not comfortable
Damn.
being the head man in charge.
No, but
Sorry, I'll
Oh.
shut up. Sure. The die, yes. Yeah.
oh no.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
So I guess
Sorry.
Barnabas and Atanase.
Oh no.
Yes.
Well,
And
Ajax already knows me, but what do you want to know, Ajax? Or would you like to defer your question? You could have Nhamir ask.
or Atanase.
Oh yeah, they did both roll 5s.
Yeah,
well,
when I
but Atanus rolled a 5 on his second roll after rolling a 1, so...
Oh yeah, I never mind. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it'd be Nhamir if she doesn't want to.
sure, yeah.
Alright. Nhamir's asking Barnabas or Atanase? I can't remember.
Barnabas.
Me.
Barnabas.
Did you ever do anything before you were a pirate? What was your story before that?
Oh, well, I was born on the pirate ship, actually, and, apparently my mother, she died, just, right then and there. I guess it's not very safe to give birth on a pirate ship, or, trading vessel. I say, really loudly so that, everybody in the bar can hear. But, then the traders, they didn't really want to take care of an infant, so they dropped me off at an orphanage. But it turns out that children, like 8-year-olds and stuff, are pretty good at climbing up rope ladders and masts and stuff and doing, things on ships. So, once I was 7 or 8, they came back and scooped me up, and yeah. Oh, as for the orphanage, though, it fucking sucked. So I was was definitely glad to get back onto the trading vessel.
That's really a common slip of the tongue, friend. Think nothing of it.
Of course, T and P, they're right next to each other in the alphabet. I think there's more than one, maybe. I don't know. I don't speak Dwarven. I don't know why I would get confused with that alphabet.
So, some drunkard, like the table over, is like, Pirates! Where?
No. It's a trading vessel, my friend.
How do you confuse those?
It's alright, my friend. We had a lot to drink tonight. We're celebrating good stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yes, he goes back to drinking.
Asshole.
Alright, should we do one more round? No, never mind.
We're gonna go until everybody answers a question.
Oh, damn it. Oh, good.
I'm gonna answer like 20.
Yeah, from now on, anyone who has already answered one, just go to whoever's the next lowest. So that's Kazimir and...
Ooh, okay, so Yara, we gotta re-roll to see who's asking Kazimir the question.
Oh god.
Barnabas gets like really tense. He's like, okay, here we go.
This is it.
Oh no.
Yay! So I'm asking Kaz.
Daddy?
Kaz, when did you own an apothecary, and can I do a composite question? Oh god. Why don't you have an apothecary now? That's my question.
That was 3 questions, but that's alright.
It's the last one. I reorganized it.
It's okay, little one. I had an apothecary in town I lived in called Ostrama, and I don't have one anymore because it was destroyed.
Okay. Can I do follow-up questions?
You also didn't answer her question on if she could do a composite question, although I suppose you did answer it by answering both questions, so...
Correct. But certainly follow-up is allowed.
This is Barnabas' game.
He'd be like, or should I refer to the captain of the group? What are the rules?
Well, it's she's the head man in charge.
I'm the head man in charge, apparently.
That is true. We are on that, so I think follow-up questions are okay in this case because it's me, and I just want to know how it got destroyed.
I don't know, but I have suspicions, but as for how, I don't entirely know.
Well, I'm sorry you lost your apothecary.
Thank you. Kazimir is just gonna kind of solemnly, kind of just look to his shot glass.
Yara's gonna hug him. Gonna be like, there. Probably
Nhamir like looks over like he's gonna fucking like say something or like be supportive, but then just kind of grabs a shot glass and starts drowning drinks.
I'm drunkard.
And Kazimir will reciprocate Yaro's hug.
Okay, who has not answered who has not answered the question yet? We have
I think I have not.
I think
hey, Atanase, can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead, my friend.
Did you tell the Inquisition about us?
It's not. Why would I tell them that? You're my friend. You saved my life when I was paralyzed in the last fight. Plus, you haven't done anything worth of being, told on to the Inquisition.
Would you if I did?
It depends, I guess. I'm not one of those fanatics of the Inquisition who would murder everyone who wields that type of magic that they don't like. I have a more open mind, shall we say. However, if you are truly evil, then it is my job to make sure you do not hurt common folks who have done nothing else but trying to enjoy their life.
Well, no problem with that. I hunt monsters, so
Exactly.
I'll swear on that front.
We do the same job. You hunt monsters, I hunt monsters. Everybody is happy now.
Yes, that is true.
Except your buddies in the Inquisition.
He just said that all witches needed to die, but he didn't say anything about us.
Well, we do have a... never mind. A cleric, of course, as pointing towards Kazimir. Now, I would like to ask you a question, Yado.
Okay.
So, be honest with me. Are you a human? And if you are, why the hell do you have wings and are you only 2 feet tall?
You are not allowed composite questions. Only I was allowed composite questions because I am
No.
the headman in charge.
No,
I believe that's correct. She is.
no, you have to.
Yaro, I got to intervene here. It is not fair. If you only have the right to ask composite questions, now it's not just being the man in charge now, it's just being a dictator. And that's not good for the group.
If you want to be a dictator, then I say no way.
I don't know what a
This
dictator
fantasy
is.
medieval Russia is the
agree.
place for dictators.
A head man in charge needs to understand the needs of the clan and adjust to them.
So, what
Okay.
say you? Yado?
Very well
Okay.
put.
Questions.
So I am a human, and I was cursed. Yes, I was cursed, and that's why I have wings and I am 2 feet tall. But I am a human, or at least that's what I was told.
So then I get a follow-up question, right? How were you cursed?
I don't remember. So I had this guy. Well, he was a wizard. His name is, or was, I think is, Boris, and he was helping me cure this curse, because he told me I was cursed and I was a human. But I don't remember much.
You just don't remember anything.
No, I don't remember anything before. being
So,
cursed.
were you born like yesterday?
Not yesterday, maybe like 3 months ago. And Jarl kind of laughs.
Well, that would explain the size.
I mean, I've been like this for maybe 11 years. Because they haven't been able to find the cure for the curse. And then Boris kind of disappeared. And then Kaffee appeared. But yeah, you know Kaffee. And then I met you guys.
Oh, she's dead. I wouldn't worry about her.
What? She's dead?
No, she's. We'll find her. We'll find her. Kasimir's gonna like hold a hand up to Barnabas. Just be like, we'll find her. She's just missing.
Kaffee's dead?
Did you want to give Bartok another apple?
Yes, can I?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Mary
I'm
just
gonna grab
looks
the apple
over.
and run outside.
You don't have to run outside because as you look over while you guys were all drunk, Bartok has actually roamed into the bar, and everyone's just too drunk to give a shit. She is just sitting there eating some passed out guy's like leftovers.
Oh, I think I forgot to tie him up. Bartok, let's get you back to the stables, buddy. Alright, friends, I'm gonna call it tonight. I'm gonna get Bartok tied up and then head up to my room, but good drinking with you all of you. I'll see you all in the morning.
You want help?
That is very true. I will shall see you in the morning.
Yes, help is always appreciated.
He needs dinner.
Yeah, so we'll go and tie up Bartok and then go to bed.
Alright. And yeah, at this point it might be a good time to take a break. As we come back and instantly everyone else goes to break because we'll go into whisper chat. Unless you wanted to, or this might be something you want to hide. So, as you guys go to sleep for the evening, I'll make this quick.
I need to talk to Kazimir. And
real fast.
Great roll.
Anybody died yet?
Yeah,
Nope.
I know. Right? Love it.
Yeah, you knocked it out of the park there, brother.
All right. Next up, Ava, meet me in whisper chat.
Oh no.
Unless you want to start doing stuff in public.
No. Let's go to whisper chat.
I'll have too many
Let's go to
secrets.
whisper chat.
Okay.
She's hiding some stuff, guys.
Can you believe she's hiding stuff?
All right. So, as you all went to find a place to sleep, some of you, I believe, Barnabas was going to go sleep in the with his donkey or in the stables.
No, I was just tying up Bart.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
I was not implying that. I was implying that you were sleeping in the stables or some shit, but I think Kazimir was, like, from what I last night, but I can't remember. Well, wherever you guys find sleep, I mean, it depends on it. Whoever wants to go and try to find a bed in one of the other bunkhouses after the last time you had slept in a bunkhouse, but you all find somewhere comfortable to sleep for the evening.
Did Atanase want to talk to Kazimir tonight,
Yes.
or was that for a later?
Oh yeah, that was.
I would have wanted to talk to.
Yeah, I
Kazimir
forgot about that when we before we went to break. Okay, yeah, you
You're
guys go
juggling
ahead.
so much shit, so yeah.
Hey, Kazimir, do you have time for a quick conversation?
Of course, always time for a friend.
Right. So, I heard some pretty disturbing thing. Like, what happened during the fight with that witch?
Yes, Barnabas had some concerns as well. We talked about it earlier. As I'm sure you can tell, I'm not particularly well versed in battle. I haven't engaged in many outside of meeting you all. The inherent risks of dealing with a witch hadn't come to me at the time during the planning stage until we were in the middle of combat, and the idea entered that killing a witch would alert her coven, and would we rather deal with a lone witch or an entire coven and the coven's allies? Also, I was hopeful we could track the witch or capture her, perhaps gain some more information like we had been tasked with acquiring from the Lord.
All very, very good reason, but in combat, Kazimir, you cannot have thoughts like that. It's a matter of life and death, and you have to make those decisions with the group prior to entering combat. If the objective was to fight and kill the witch, then you should have just stick with it. Such decision could have endangered the whole group, and it's. Anyway, everything happened, and it's water under the bridge. But
I agree. I'm glad my mistake this time didn't cause unnecessarily loss of life, but Barnabas shared the same sentiment. I'll make sure not to repeat the same mistake twice.
No problem. I would really appreciate that, Kazimir, even though I was out.
Nonsense. I'm sure had you been there, you would have been able to take control of the situation, probably given me some insight on the matter.
Kazimir, we both know what type of magic you wield. And,
do we?
Come on, Kazimir, there is no need for us to be like that. You've thrown some pretty spells in front of me that I know what type of magic they are from. I have, let's say, extensive knowledge on dark magic and their user. And I can tell you, trying to capture a witch, it's no small task.
Well, let's say you're assertions are grounded in reality, I have happened to observe some characteristics of your own that would make you not as you appear to be regarding yourself. For instance, that climbing display you did back at the Elderman's hut when it was sinking.
Yeah. I've never assumed or told everyone in a group that I did not have any supernatural abilities. You just never questioned me.
Never questioned, but climbing like that. Let's not beat around the bush.
Well, yeah, I do have supernatural abilities, that is true, and I employ them to protect people that need protection, you know.
Right, so in the instance of my using these magics that you're projecting onto me, we could both agree that whatever powers we're using is for the safety of others and those we care about, right?
And if I thought that you were endangering people, or if you were using those powers to commit evil, you would not be of this world anymore.
Well, I can offer this. The magics that I have learned, I learned trying to study to become a wizard. I grew up in a town called Ravensfall, on the skirts of Linwood. There's a plethora of knowledge there of all kinds of creatures, magics, what have you. So my attempts at whatever I'm doing is merely a novice wizard attempting to be something greater than what he is.
You know, Kazimir, you need not to explain yourself to me as to why you are employing such magic. I do not care for the slightest as to how you learned this. All the only thing I care about is how you use it, and for what aim. Now, you know that I could have easily write you out to the Inquisition should I really wanted to, but from what I have observed, you are a good person, and you are trying to do good. So, I see no reason for me to do anything such as going to the Inquisition and tell them what I know about you. That wouldn't be proper, and that wouldn't be within my ethics.
It's funny, I've felt the same. You're not like the other Inquisitors I've encountered. You seem to have a sense of honor and integrity amongst you that I admire.
Well, I appreciate that, my friend, but let's say that it is unlikely you have ever met a member of the Inquisition like me. I am, shall we say, some kind of a rare breed.
I gathered as much. A rare breed of what? It's to be determined, but regardless, I'm more than happy to consider you a friend if you're willing to consider me one.
I
He'll
shall
stick
do
his
the
hand
same.
out.
I'll shake his hand. All right, and I think we should get some rest. The events of the past few days have been very taxing, and I think a good night of sleep should be very beneficial for the both of us.
I agree. I appreciate the discretion in this conversation.
No problem. And then I just turn around and try to find a room or somewhere nice to sleep.
Right. Yeah, you guys all find like a place to rest down for the night. Gonna move it forward to the next morning and probably cover the next couple of days as you guys continue to hang around for probably another day or so, and then the day after that we will be the caravan will be will be leaving, but it's up to you guys if you want to go with the remainder of the caravan, which is also being led by some of the outpost guards.
I definitely do not want to go with the caravan, just saying.
Kazimir kind of wants to keep up with Auntie Gretel, but if the rest of he's not going to say anything, but if the rest of the group is like, fuck the caravan, he's going to go with it.
Can Yarrow buy a cloak that fits her before we go with the whatever we go?
Probably not in the outpost. Actually, you could probably try Bernard's.
Baby clothes.
Bernard has a halfling.
Yeah, Bernard has a halfling. As you attempt to get a cloak, like, certainly. Hold on 1 second. You get over here, you little shit. Master, no! As he comes out with this new cloak for you, this new used cloak, and that would be 1 silver.
Do I realize that he did that?
That depends all on your. You could do an intelligence check or an insight. Yeah, I'd say intelligence.
Okay.
I mean, it's not good. Oh God, you would need to. You don't really know what just happened.
Okay, I just pay the man and put on the cloak. And,
You're just happy to have a cloak.
Yeah, and I give Casimir's cloak back.
Kazimir's yes, thank you. I see it was well used.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry it's a bit dirty. I'll wash it when we find some water.
There's the thought. Feel it's probably time I leave those widower's garbs behind. I have a new vigor about me. Thank you, though. He's got to take it and shove it in his backpack.
Alright. As you guys walk away from this conversation in the background, the now cloakless halfling is shivering his fucking ass off, kind of giving Yarrow the evil eye and trying to fix something on the wagon.
Yarrow doesn't notice this. He's just like, yay!
I believe that we should not travel with the caravan. I think traveling in a larger group, we're more likely to get attacked, and they didn't do shit last time we got attacked, so, I mean, we might as well just go by ourselves.
I agree.
Fair, last time you were attacked by 100+ goblins.
Before we let them go, however, we should return the broodlings to, who was that gentleman that contracted?
Bernard. The same guy she got the cloak from.
Yes, so Kazimir's gonna go in there, though.
Wonderful, I see you have got what I asked for. I only really needed one, so I guess it's up to you on what you want to do with the other. But I only really need one of them.
Do they taste any good? Oh?
No idea! I'm not eating them.
Alright, well, we'll try it out. I'll let you know.
Right, so, I'll just take that, and I believe we agreed on 200 gold. Here you are, as he hands you a sack of 200 gold.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the employment opportunity.
And thank you, and perhaps some point in the future I may have a new item to sell to you, if we ever cross paths again.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
And as you walk away, he just chucks the fucking thing to the halfling. Go put that in storage, you little shit.
Kazimir's gonna divide the 200 gold equally amongst everyone.
So divide equally by 6. I think
I'm trying to find my calculator.
Oh, yeah, it'd be no, it wouldn't be 30 gold each, it would be 30 something.
Oh, that's not wrong. Bad math. Yeah, everyone gets 33 gold, basically. Let's call it that.
Yeah. Alright. So, Just first off, who wants to go with the caravan and who wants to go just by yourselves?
Fuck the caravan.
I was gonna go wherever Kazimir's going.
Alright.
Kazimir's gonna look to Nhamir. You're like, what do you think, friend? Would we be safer traveling with a group or alone?
I think if we take the caravan, I can get a nap while we're on the road, so...
That's a good point.
You do see that Belkin is currently getting his now empty caravan since you guys aren't going anywhere readily. Oh no, I guess Nina would be on the wagon with baby Hazel by themselves.
I mean, come on, he was pretty good with that musket, you can't deny.
That is true! That fucker natural 20's the shit with that, like...
It's true, he was very lethal with it. I think we should perhaps give the caravan another consideration. If not just for safety in numbers, safety in, as much as I hate to say it, more bodies to hide behind.
Alright, fine. But, if we get attacked, I am not doing shit.
Would you have not done shit had we traveled alone?
Well, no, I would have done plenty of shit.
So the armies of goblins that we fought, with more of us, you'll do nothing. But with less of us, you would have participated.
I participated in every fight up until this point. I don't know what you're getting at here.
No, I'm just talking about hypotheticals. Don't worry, friend. I'm just trying to strategize for the future.
If you weren't an asshole, you know what? I don't know where I was going with that. Forget it.
No worries, friends. It was abrasive of me. I apologize.
Hey, Barnabas, think about that. If we go to the caravan, you can have good coffee with Auntie Gretel.
The only thing I can taste right now is that awful fucking potion.
Oh, yeah. 1 day taken off that. You got 6 days left.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so...
You know what? I'm gonna use my, hang on, where is it? The same cantrip I used last time. For everybody to drink. Maybe that will take the taste of the potion off of Barnabas' mouth.
I mean, it just, like, quenches their thirst. I don't know if it would, like... Because this is just, like, a side effect of the potion. It's more like their tongue is slightly numb and they're kind of,
The drink is delicious and satisfies the drinker.
I'm not sure if it would actually get rid of the aftertaste.
Just satisfies the drinker's thirst.
Yeah.
I think they might drink it and it would taste good when they drink it, but...
Yeah, the aftertaste is
that would be
there.
like if they were to drink that, it'd be like, for at least however long you're drinking that, the aftertaste is gone. But then when you're done, it comes back. Anyway, you guys, so everyone's... Yep. So we're all going with the caravan, alright? Well, to kind of speed things along, you spend essentially the next 2 days traveling along the road after getting back with Belkin, and not much happens. There's like 1 or 2 attacks from like a random monster, but nothing like large scale like you saw before. Just some random creature that thought they saw a quick snack, but then quickly got dispatched by the now new guards that are following you from the outpost. Upon the second day, roughly about, say, late afternoon, I say probably around 4 o'clock, you break out of the swamp. Finally, after all of this fucking time, and literally 2.5 hours of RPing. 3? Yeah, 2 hours of RPing, yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So, as you exit the swampy mire, you now set your eyes on what is Vollachia proper. To the southwest, you do see these large rocky mountains coming out of the distance, which would be the Titan's spine. In front of you, you see a just expanse of flat valleys and rolling hills. And you see every once in a while a large farm, as this seems to be primarily a farming area, which I would say Atanase and Kazimir being familiar with this area, the Mornstag is essentially the breadbasket of Vollachia and is essentially like everything in the southern part is pretty much vast farmland. Which currently it is like sort of getting from mid fall or autumn into late autumn, so there's a lot of harvesting currently going on. To kind of like in the north, you do see in the far, far distance these large snow-capped mountains, which, again, Atanase and Kazimir would know as the Worm's Tail. And as you continue for maybe another hour or so along the road, you suddenly see in the distance a large village of some kind of like, it's not big enough to really be a city, but it's not small enough to be like a normal village. It's kind of sitting in that weird half area. It is a sort of large village with a actual stone wall surrounding it with actual battlements. And all around it, you can see a number of different farming communities and fields and everything. And surrounding sort of the outskirts of the city, you can actually see groups of caravans, like your own, like the caravans that are preparing to head south. As you get closer, you see the wall getting larger and larger. It's a fairly large wall for such a out-of-the-way village. Well, along the road, you do see one thing that catches your eye as you're approaching one of the gates to this village, which you have been told is the village of Privlev. And sitting sort of while you're getting close to the gate, off to the side, you see a banner with what would be familiar to Atanase as the symbol of the Inquisition. And sitting next to that are these, I would say about 5 or 6 of these wooden poles that have been set into the ground, and at the top there's sort of like this pole coming out, so it's kind of like in this tall L shape, and hanging from that L, from a rope, are a handful of bodies. You see,
Lovely.
There's about 4. One of them looks to be very old. It almost like it's like its legs have fallen off and it's mostly skeletal, just being held together with what little flesh is left. The one next to that is more mummified, like it's been there for a bit, but the 2 at the end look fresh. Maybe just a few days. You see a man in his maybe late 30s and a young boy who looks to be maybe 12 or 13. When you continue to pass as you approach the gates. And at this point, you would see Auntie Gretel's wagon actually kind of leave the area, and Bernard, the merchant, he kind of left you guys a while ago, going off a separate path. But at this point, Belkin stops the caravan and says, "Right, well, it's the end of the road. Welcome to Privlev."
Barnabas is sleeping.
I just nudge him with my elbow a little bit, like gently to wake him up.
Barnabas,
Barnabas, we here.
oh,
We've arrived.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Well, thank you for your services.
Right, thank you for getting my ass out of the swamp.
I'm gonna try to like give him a big firm handshake. Thank him, you know. While I do that, I'd like to try to pickpocket him.
For what exactly are you trying to
I'm just trying to swipe. If he has a coin pouch, I'm just trying to swipe it.
Alright, make a sleight of hand, and I guess I should make a perception check with him.
I think it would be his passive perception.
Yeah.
Would it? Because this is you actually physically touching him.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not...
That's true. I'll just see what the passive perception on,
Alright, I get a +5 to sleight of hand. Let's see how this goes, guys.
I mean, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, you
can do it.
Nice. Grab what you assume is a coin purse.
Alright. After I finish my handshake, I give him a nod and a grin, and then I walk away whistling.
Alright. As you guys leave Belkin, who looks to be looking to join another caravan to head back south to get the fuck out of this place. You come to the gates, they're wide open, you see multiple people coming in and out. The walls themselves are roughly about 30 to 40 feet high. Stone walls look to be heavily fortified. A couple of town guards outside the front. I assume everyone's gonna...
Right?
What?
Just look up.
They're just regular town guards, right? They're not...
yeah, currently they're just like regular town guards. They're wearing essentially just like chainmail.
Got it. I turn around. Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say Barnabas wants to... He's gonna open up his palm, which has this bag of whatever in it. I want to see what I got.
Alright, well, you got back what would have actually been 7 gold because one of your original party members got taken away by a giant bird, so you got the original gold you had spent on the trip back. Oh, no, it was 2 gold each, so 14 gold plus, let's see, that's 20 gold. I'd say you get roughly about 23 gold, 12 silver, and about 29 copper.
Alright. And then, so I kind of look at it, finger it through it a little bit. You guys see me fingering through this purse that doesn't look like my own, and then I just palm it again and slip it into my pouch.
Nhamir, while walking through, he's going to do Pirates of the Caribbean moment to the fucking hanging people sitting outside. Fucking.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, the Inquisition's fucking crazy out here.
Yeah, this is a really fucked up nation.
Welcome to the...
Yeah, I feel like every Inquisition member should be burned at the stake.
You know,
I'm not even gonna react to that.
You can't truly agree with them killing children, can you?
No.
Yeah, Atanase, you can't agree with that, can you?
Well, trust me, sometimes the appearance is not what they are. Sometimes it could be a children, but way darker stuff lurks inside.
Barnabas looks at you judgmentally, Atanase, and he's like, I suppose it's true. The appearance is not what they are.
Now, I do not condemn murdering children. That's not what I say. What I say is that sometimes things must be done for the greater good.
Like,
so, what are we doing here? I'm not sure I have any business in this town. Well, to be honest with you, if we're all getting to know each other a little bit, I was planning on heading to a coast. I had heard maybe some rumors towards the whalers' coast of my old ship. So I was hoping to head that way, but I suppose it's dangerous out there. It might not be wise for me to go on my own. What is everybody's plan now that we're out of the swamp?
Well, I believe I'm headed to Kovesh.
Where's Kovesh?
Yes, so
It is
me
the
too.
city with the big anchor.
Oh, right on the Whalers Coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, I do need to get to Kavesh as well, my friends. But I believe if we are to make the travel to the coast, we first need to make some necessary purchase in this town. However disgusting, and I look at the hanging people, disgusting this may be. Preparation must be made for such a travel. The Empire is not a very safe place for such a long travel.
Well, I got most of what I needed at the last town, but I have plenty of money burning a hole in my pocket. I'd like to see what they have in the shops.
Alright, now Barnabas, be very careful whom you talk to and what you say to people in here.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm not as stupid as I look.
I am very
Anyone want
worried.
to buy copies of Nhamir's Demonomicon? Anyone want it? Reduced price.
Oh boy, I forgot about that.
Hello, Inquisitor.
Fuck me. Anyway, my friends, I believe we should buy some kind of carriage. Make the travel easier for all of us.
Yeah, I'd be willing to go. I'll chip in some of my platinum for it.
Now, Barnabas, I know you have, what's the name of your donkey again?
His name is
Barstock.
Bartok.
Bartek.
The Magnificent.
Sure, we'll go there.
I straighten Bartok's hat.
Now, if you still want to keep Bartek, that's fine with me, but I think a proper carriage may be better for all of us to travel.
I prefer walking, but, or, you know, what we could do? We could go, instead of heading to the Whalers Coast, we could head east to the Ether Bay, and we could commandeer ourselves a ship, and then maybe sail around the coast.
I don't know how good my sea legs are, to be frank with you.
Oh, I can teach you. No worries, no worries.
That'll probably take a long time.
That'd be a pretty slow transition for me.
Alright, I can tell I'm outvoted. It was just an idea. It was just an idea.
Now, we could commandeer a ship once we go to the Whalers Coast. That's fine with me.
If I'm being honest with you, I think once I get to the Whalers Coast, I will find my captain, I will find my ship, and then, well, I suppose I could talk to him about getting all of you inducted as honorary merchant trader sales people.
I'm a little busy for that.
Oh, well. You would actually enjoy it, Nhamir. There's a lot of killing. I mean, you know, not that.
You meant drinking, my friend, drinking.
Yes.
I prefer
What?
not to kill people unless I have to.
Alright, I turn to Kazimir. Friend, I assume you know what to do in these circumstances in a town like that. Please keep an eye on Yarrow for me, would you?
Without question.
Oh, he's gonna keep both eyes on her.
Did Yarrow listen to
We
this?
canceled that joke. We agreed not to do that joke anymore.
No, I don't think it's that joke.
I think you agree.
I think it's a more or less what we know about Yarrow and being around the Inquisition.
Yeah.
Not a statement pedophilic in nature.
Alright.
We've
When I
moved on.
asked her,
We're
she
better.
said she was 3 months old.
Alright, Barnabas, would you care to come with me to purchase a carriage? You're the man in charge after all.
I think I'd rather go to, like, maybe a weapon shop or some place where they have various something more interesting than horses. I already
Hey,
have.
Barnabas, I can come with you. I'm kind of looking for some hunting supplies and stuff.
See,
So.
Nhamir knows what's up. But if you would like to buy us a carriage, by all means, you seem like a horse guy. Horse.
Here, I'll-
You know, back in my country, we would call them horse girls, regardless of gender, mind you. It was just a saying. Horse girls.
No problem. I would go and look for a carriage. Where should we meet and when?
Is there like a tavern on the street that we're standing on?
I mean, you haven't really entered town yet, so not anything you currently see.
Oh well,
I was just like you guys, like, yeah, I was like, you guys are like walking through, as you begin to try and look for a tavern. I would say, as you're walking through, you would notice there are more soldiers walking by, and you actually notice there are like regiments of riflemen that are more dressed up in, kind of like breastplates, and they have like long rifles strapped on their backs.
I'm worried.
Why are you worried?
Do we need to relive Jid?
Oh yeah!
Whatever.
Oh,
Fucking firing line.
Yeah.
There's more in this town. But as you guys are making through looking for a tavern, you actually do notice there are quite a few people heading in one direction, like there's some sort of gathering going on.
Tell me it's not the town square for burning in the stake.
It is
Yarrow
in
will
the
follow the
direction.
Yarrow will
It is
follow
in the general direction of the town square.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Atanase, your people are really showing their A game in this town.
I told you guys the first interaction with the Inquisition was going to be fucked up.
Oh, I was not ready for that.
Okay, so everybody, all in favor of kicking the pig out of our group?
Whoa.
Wait, there's a pig? Where?
Yeah, I smell
I
pig.
love Yarrow.
Casimir
I
is
smell
gonna
12-0.
Casimir is gonna be. I don't think a lot of bad apples should spoil the one good of the bushel.
No, that's the whole saying, is that the one bad apple does spoil the bunch. That's
And what I'm saying is the spoiled one shouldn't speak for the good one. I think he has some good in him. I'm willing to stand by him.
Okay, so should we see what kind of horrors these people are committing?
No, you should
Yes.
very not go there. You should try and go to look at your weapon. Really, I can tell you it's not pretty.
No,
The weapon
Yep.
seller's probably up there watching burning.
There's a lot of people going there.
You don't currently know what's going on, you're just assuming this shit.
Yarrow's gonna follow the people.
Yeah, he angrily starts walking towards them.
Alright, as everyone's following the crowd to the town square,
Yep.
where there does appear to be a large wooden stake that has been placed in the middle of the square near a platform that you can see a group of properly dressed inquisitory members are. You see, Atanase, you would recognize there appears to be 2 inquisitors and a handful of wardens.
It's nothing
Or
about
kind
an
of-
Inquisitor.
Yep, just standard inquisitors. But you do see that there is a woman currently tied to the wooden stake as you have approached before the burning has begun. As one of the inquisitors comes forward, dressed in sort of ceremonial robes with what looks to be half-plate armor over it. The big sigil of the Inquisition on his chest, which is a symbol of a sword that is wreathed in fire. His feet, currently has like a bald head, beardless. The only real recognizable traits on him is that on one side, on the left side of his head, you can see what looks to be burn scars. And as he lifts up his hand to kind of quiet down the crowd, you can see his hand, at least on his left side, is covered in burn and like burned scars, like this guy has been through some sort of fire.
I have
Nhamir's starting to try to push through the crowd and get to the front.
How big is the crowd? Like
you guys got here near. For how big is it? Oh god.
Would the outskirts of it exceed 100 feet?
Don't fucking do anything.
Fuck, Cloud.
There's
I'm not doing that. No.
from the center, from the center where this is happening to where you guys are currently standing, is roughly about 100 feet or so. It is a fairly large, open, area.
I want to say Barnabas is gonna grab Nhamir's shoulder and say, "Don't do anything rash, friend.
I do the same thing to Kazimir.
We can save her,
Fucking
but
kill her.
oh, I know we can save her, but we have to talk this through. If we just rush in there, we're gonna get ourselves and her killed."
We
As
do
you
Look
are-
at everybody
I'm
and
gonna
say,
try to get closer, but like in between the people.
I hold her in place.
As you guys
I hold
are
her in
talking,
place.
Casimir
As
is
you
gonna
guys
take
are-
the confusion to kind of like try to duck away slightly, but still stay within like 100 feet of the crowd.
If I can, I hold Yarrow and Kazimir in place.
How are you?
you can't hold both, but
I know those fucking people. Okay.
I'm gonna say that as you guys are arguing all of this, you do hear a voice over the crowd as the crowd hushes. Fellow citizens of the Empire, you're gathered here today to judge this individual. Let's see, what was her name?
She's dead, guys.
That was
Just
bad, man.
get over it.
Jelena Volanini. Oh my god, that is a bad name for the fucking random generator. Damn.
I wish I had a bomb.
You're just gonna be like, okay,
Oh,
it's
there
not
we go,
time.
that was good. Bella Novak, who has been charged with witchcraft.
What do we do? What do we do?
We're doing nothing, friend. She's already dead.
No,
Yep,
she's quite
moving
clearly-
her up. Yep, fucking. Nhamir's going. He's like walking towards him now.
You are trying to push through a very tight-packed crowd. Everyone is not really moving. At this point, it would be an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah, because there's nowhere to really slip through.
Which I think I have a terrible athletic score, but I have proficiency for some reason, so.
You just can't seem to get through, and as with the power granted to me by the Lord
Can I-
Inquisitor and the Empire, I have sentenced this woman to die, to be purged with holy flame. Any last
I see
words
him?
from the accused?
Do I have eyesight on the dude?
You have eyesight, but you're pretty far away.
Like, within 60 feet?
Nope, you are not even close to 60 feet in. But as he says, do the accused have any last words? The woman just starts screaming out, I curse all your names! All of your children and your families! I hope you will burn in hell! As he takes the torch and sets it to the kindling below, and the flames begin to grow. They build, and soon her screams of cursing turn to screams of pain and agony. As many people are actually turning away, some are actually just looking intent, some of them even smiling, the sadistic nature of this, as the air is filled with the smell of charred wood and burning flesh. The silence filled with just the sound of the crackling embers and sizzling, flesh.
Barnabas' knuckles are like white on his sword.
Nhamir, like, probably lose him in the crowd, but he just walks off pissed, so.
Gaz is just kind of staring.
As it comes to an end, the Inquisitor says, Remember, my fellow citizens of the Empire, amongst us lies evil, and we must draw it out wherever it lays. Keep watch.
I just
Over
yelled
to your
on top of
neighbors.
my lungs.
What, motherfucker?
No, murderer.
Murderer?
Yeah, at the top of my lungs. Murderer!
Hearing this, Yaro's gonna follow Barnabas' example.
He doesn't say anything to you, but he kind of like, you can see one of his hands kind of just moving like he just gestured to someone. Remember, these are dark times and we must all stay safe. And he kind of like does a sort of bow and then leaves the podium.
I will take out my my holy symbol and drop on one knee and make a prayer for that person's soul. But I do it in undercommon, so nobody else. I don't think anybody else could understand that.
Yeah, no one really understands. Like, there are a few people that are actually like. There are like some people that like as soon as they saw what was happening, kind of just left, and there are others that are not ever. There's only like a handful of people in this group that look like they're sadistic bastards that are enjoying this, but there are other people who generally don't look like this is something they. Yeah, as the flames start to consume, the crowd starts to disperse. Let's see. Who didn't
not intervene?
Whoever did not leave, because I know Nhamir said he left. Make a perception check.
Oh shit!
Whoever did not leave.
Yeah, whoever stayed around, because I know Nhamir said he left. If anyone else left,
Barnabas, did you leave or did you stay? Oh, you said.
Barnabas, you do see both Atanase and Barnabas. You do see a group of 5 inquisitory wardens coming in your direction.
Yano, on my shoulders, down.
I just get on Barnabas' shoulder.
As soon as she gets on my shoulders, I'm gonna dash. I'm just gonna fucking take off into the crowd, like into this one of the side streets. If they wanna chase me, I'll do this. Let's go.
I'm gonna make some checks here because they need to see if they even see you currently.
I'm gonna go to the warden's group.
With this crowd, they have disadvantage because there's multiple people.
Do you want to make a stealth check?
You probably don't need to. No one rolled above a 12. And with this very packed crowd dispersing, it's kind of hard to keep an eye on who is who. And you were far enough away to where they didn't get a clear look at you to begin with. So I would say that you and Yarrow are currently gone. Anyone else who wished to stay behind? I know Atanase. Kazimir, what are you doing?
I was in the back.
Away, right?
No, I was just in the back watching her burn.
Are you just gonna stand there and continue to watch? Okay. K-Jax,
you probably just stand there.
K-Jax, what were you doing during this whole thing? Were you probably left or what?
Yeah, I followed Barnabas.
Alright. So really, I guess as the, let's say 4 wardens were coming towards you, Atanase, you're the only one there, but and essentially how do you approach the wardens as they're coming in your direction?
I just go to them and say, brother, what crime has this woman committed to be burned at the stake like that?
You see them kind of suddenly stop and look a little confused as if they were essentially looking for someone, then suddenly a fellow Inquisition member, it kind of takes a little bit because I assume you're wearing your,
Yeah. I just turn on my my vestment instead of my regular cloak.
Sorry, we were, in the middle of, looking for someone who was trying to disrupt the, you two, go that way. 2 of them break off and kind of go, but the 2 of them do stay. Hail to your brother. This woman was tried for witchcraft. She was found, her home was found with multiple sources of dark magic. It appeared...
I understand. I just arrived in town, brothers, and I couldn't help but witness 3 corpses being hanged by the main gate. Were they all witches?
No. Witches deserve the cleansing flame. Those were simply traitors trying to protect her. The man and child were her husband and offspring. They had made their deal with darkness, and so we took care of them. Or the Inquisitor ordered to take care of them.
As it should be, brothers, as it should be. Now, listen, I am new in this area. Where could I purchase a carriage and provisions for a long travel?
You will want to be heading to the north side of the city. On the outer side of the wall, there is a large, not a farmstead, but a large stable where they house many horses, and I believe they do have a close by. I don't know. Is there like an actual name for someone who like makes wagons?
Yes, it's a wheelwright.
There is a Wainwright also near there. You might be able to purchase such things.
Thank you very much, brother. And when it comes to a regular weapon, and where is the best place to purchase?
Your
As you know,
normal
it's a dangerous place now to travel around the Empire.
We know this. Obviously, for a fellow member, you could always go to the Inquisiting office, and they might be able to get you any weapon you desire, depending on what you are looking for. But there is also a blacksmith in town who I believe might be able to help you. I believe he is in the market district, and there is what was that man's name? You might try Velka or Velix Horde. It is a general store shop, but that man collects all sorts of trash. He seems to have an assortment of random things.
No, I thank you, brother, for the information, and as always, stay safe. And I do the traditional bowing. And I go back to, I believe only Kazimir has stayed around here, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
But,
so I go back to...
but the Inquisitor... yeah, the Inquisitors kind of break off to kind of look for whoever was talking, but they kind of lost everyone in the crowd because they rolled real fucking low.
As we're running, I tell to Barnabas, like, do you think that lady cursed us again? Are we double cursed?
You know, there's a good chance. Oh, I don't think they're following us anymore. I'm gonna put Yarrow down. I'm just gonna like grab you.
Oh.
Oh,
I would say there probably were a couple people looking at you weirdly as like, who the fuck brought their child to a witch burning?
I fucking hate the Inquisition.
As you should.
I've never heard of the Inquisition. But they don't seem good.
I would not show them your wings, tiny one.
Okay, I won't. I'm just gonna
Now,
like, ties the...
Where did Nhamir go? We were gonna go shopping together.
Nhamir,
I don't see him.
you would have walked off, but were you just walking in a random direction?
No, he was gonna go try to find a like equipment store. He just was pissed off about it. I mean, he's gonna do something about it later, but that'll be later.
Yeah, I say you're probably in the market district, like looking around. You guys honestly, I mean, I don't really know if you would know. I mean, you all knew you were going to go shopping, so you could attempt to go search the market district to try and find him. I mean, it wouldn't be that long for you guys to kind of get to that area, and then you do see the only feathered person in the city currently walking around.
Nhamir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up and I'll clap you on the shoulder and like do like a big squeeze on it. It's like I'm angry too. Let's find
It's
a way.
alright, they're gonna regret it.
Yeah, let's find a way to get some revenge tonight.
Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it, I have it covered.
What do you have in mind? Perhaps I could help.
You could come along if you want.
Alright. So do we see any shops around that we could go to?
You do see a number of shops. There appears to be a blacksmith nearby. There appears to be what looks like an apothecary, though this one is strangely decorated, as there are many, like, weirdly enough, like silk tapestries, and the design of the sign is very strange to everyone except for Barnabas and Kjax, as this appears to be very... It's strange to see it here, but there seems to be a shop that's decorated in Zorzarian style. There's also a general store, which has a big sign that says Velex Horde. Oh god, and I'm sure I should have had more shops, but I'm pretty sure that there's basically your standard shops around here. There is no magic shop though, so no like specifically we sell magic shit. At least not that you can see, but you might be able to find something like that somewhere else within the city.
Would I be able
or one
to
of these
find
shops?
Would I be able to find stuff like that in the Inquisition quarter, or?
The Inquisition.
Like, let's say somebody needs some like spell components or stuff like that. Would that be easier?
Oh,
to
spell
find
components, like something like spell components would probably be at the apothecary.
Got it.
But we're talking specifically like magic items or like scrolls or something like that.
Nhamir's looking for like Monster Hunter shits, like silver bolts, like holy water, like that type of shit.
Is there a shop that has firearms?
I mean, looking around, there's the blacksmith, but he doesn't like. About the only place I would really point you to is the general store. While it is a general store, the place is looks almost like the size of a warehouse, and you see through the main windows that there is a very large assortment of many random items.
Okay, I want to look in there for a blunderbuss.
All right. As you enter the shop, I assume everyone's probably going there. I just want to go somewhere else, but first off, you do see, like, in the front, there's almost like this wooden plaque that actually has a symbol of the Inquisition and has, like, little letters that says, support your local Inquisitors. As it appears, this shopkeeper is a, avid supporter, but it's about the only place you're gonna find what you're looking for.
Great.
Oh, you got that there, Trump supporter.
I was about to say, it's like, oh man, it's like a keep Vollachia great again. Or make Vollachia great again.
Yep, as you enter the shop, you actually do see there, like, it is like a long building that looks to be maybe about, from the entrance to the back, about 50 feet, and running that span are like rows of shelves with all assortment of different items, and like sort of in the front, kind of like in an open area, so like someone could keep an eye on just the general area, is like a desk with a man sitting there, human, kind of portly, bald head, very like thin mustache. Kind of looks up and says, "Oh, welcome! What can I help you find at Volka's?"
Do you carry perhaps a blunderbuss or any explosives?
Ah! Blunderbuss, I may look and find. Explosives, harder to keep. Empire likes to keep a bit of a monopoly on such things. But I will see what I have. I mean, what?
He didn't hear me? Alright, good deal.
What? Yeah.
I said, fuck the Empire.
Oh, he was talking, so I didn't hear you, so he didn't hear you. What was that? Never mind. I will go and see what I can find for you. Might be over here, and he kind of walks off to this one section where it does look like there is a strange assortment of different firearms.
Okay, so while he's doing that, what is around me that looks like I could pocket real quick?
On the, maybe like the center desk, there's paper, a quill, not really anything. There's like, might be like a little wooden cup with like maybe some sort of knick-knack shit in it. On the shelves, a whole assortment of things. Like, we're talking, this guy has everything from like farming equipment to like, you actually see a section where there's like armor. Like, this guy seems to collect all sorts of random shit. I would say that behind the desk there does appear to be a like special shelf area with like a wood or a glass kind of like covering like sort of a glass case, and in front of the glass is actually metal bars to kind of keep what is in there safe. And in there you see a number. You do see right off the bat what looks to be a very nice looking rapier, just very well decorated.
I'll be able to pocket that, so I'll make
sure
that stuff to come back for it later. Is there do something like I don't know, like some kind of just small, you know, valuable looking trinket, piece of jewelry, anything like that sitting on the shelf?
Sitting near you,
bag of ball bearings, maybe.
there's like a barrel of ball bearings kind of sitting off to the side. There is what looks to be like a music box, some sort of fancy music box. There's
actually I'll swipe the music box, yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make a sleight of hand.
Alright, here we go.
Just general perception.
Oh no!
As you go to like look at the box and kind of like move it, it just slips out of your hand and you try to catch it, but it just hits the ground very loudly. It's like, be careful with what you are trying to buy. As he goes to pick it up and he kind of looks at it, opens it, it starts playing this music. He's like, it appears nothing is broken.
That.
He puts it back. Please, this way! You want your gun?
Alright, I was interested in that. Okay. Yeah, I follow.
What? What?
I was just, how much is the music box?
That I will sell to you for 5 gold.
Oh, too rich for my blood. Alright, well, let's see the gun.
Alright. He takes you to a shelf which is like backwater gun store type of shelf with all sorts of, like, there's rifles, he has a few blunderbuss, some pistols. Let's see, how much is a blunderbuss? I need to go into Valdez.
They are 180 gold.
I will sell this to you with Imperial markup. 200 gold.
Let's call it 19 platinum. Lighter, easier to use.
19 platinum. And yet the music box was too much for it. No, alright, if you have the money, I will gladly sell this to you.
Alright, I'm gonna give him 18 platinum and I'm gonna try to slide a silver coin in with it too.
Make a sleight of hand.
It's an honest mistake if I get caught. They look so similar.
I would say you failed one already, and that against his passive, so he would probably roll for this one. Yeah. I just need to bring up the... Good thing he's a commoner. Let's see, what is... So that would be perception, that's wisdom. Ooh, just a flat roll.
Oh, yeah, you fucking got it.
Ooh. As you hand him the coin, he's looking through. Oh! I believe you made the mistake as he pulls the silver coin out. This should be platinum.
My apologies, I'm so embarrassed. I hand him a platinum.
Thank you! No problem. These things happen! Just try not to do it again. As he goes to put the money in a safe box under the counter.
Says the mirror, sir. Just if he has any silver crossbow bolts or holy water, I'll take that.
Holy water. I do not currently store such things. You could try the local chapel. I believe they have such things like that. But silver crossbow bolts, You're in luck.
Burn it down later or anything. What?
The chapel and the Inquisition are not the same thing, but okay.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. I do have. How many do you want?
Like 20.
Let's see.
Like
what's the normal
that's just like
price
a quiver.
for those? I think it's like. I know arrows. I think it's like 2 gold or some shit.
I know the measurement of bolts for ammunition. Arrows and bolts are 20.
Yeah, but how much gold?
Okay. If you're going by Valda's, it's 1 gold piece per 20 ammunition, I believe. I have the page up. It's PDF 295, but page 294 of the book numbering.
Arrows, crossbow bolts. Yep, 1 gold for 20 bolts. I would say for silver,
call it 2.
probably 3 because it's silver is still silver. That's still a
Call it 3.
3 gold for 20 of my finest silver bolts. If you are a monster hunter, perhaps I might have something else that might interest you.
What might that be, sir?
Only a monster hunter gets silver bolts. I have something that might go very well with it. As he goes near the desk and he pulls out what looks to be a vial of silver liquid. Silver oil. This, very dangerous for monsters. You put this on your weapon and it will deal a little bit more to them. Essentially, this oil is an action to apply, but once it is applied to a weapon, it works for 1 minute, and any attack you make with that weapon is considered magical. So any creature that is resistant to magical attacks will take the full damage. This I can sell to you for 150. There are 3 uses.
Just the rapier.
Oh, the rapier. We saw that. This fine work. Got it from a very strange fellow. Swears it was magical, but I cannot seem to find anything magical about it. It's, normal rapier is, I believe, what, it's like 20 gold or some shit? This I will sell to you for 150.
Tell you what, because we're not entirely sure it's magical or what properties there are on it. Consider a swap. I'll give you my rapier. Pulls out his. And I'll give you... I'll compensate a bit, obviously.
So also, Nhamir, if I'm not mistaken, your rapier is magical. Can't it burst into fire on command? I'm going to wink at you, but since I have an eye patch on, it just looks like I'm blinking.
but unfortunately, that isn't an ability of the sword. That is one of my abilities. So.
Oh!
Damn it, Nhamir.
He's gonna punch him. He's gonna punch Barnabas in the arm and then say, "Do you want me to cut myself in front of this dude?"
What? Oh yeah, my bad.
Alright. Well, it is... I'm sure yours is a fine rapier, but this is a piece of, what was the wisdom thing? Oh no, somebody's typing. That's what moved the thing and made me thought someone was rolling wisdom. But this rapier is like much more artistic.
I'm sure.
Much
so
finer.
I'll give you mine and maybe like...
I would say...
I'll give you 7 platinum in my rapier.
Make a persuasion check.
I feel like that's a pretty good offer. I'm not scamming out here.
Yeah.
But I'm not persuasive, so...
But he's definitely not gonna buy your rapier for the 20 gold that it's worth because he needs to make a profit off of it.
Do that.
I see where you're coming from, but for your rapier and coin, I will give you this for, say, 11 platinum and the rapier.
Is Kazimir there with them?
Oh, yeah, you were gone when we started doing this. I would assume that
Yeah.
after all that shit happened in the thing, would you have gone to try and find your people?
Yeah, I figured if Atanase was still there and found me, I would have traveled with Atanase. So if Atanase is with the group, I'd be with him.
Oh,
I would have gone to the Inquisition.
You would not have done that.
Yeah.
No.
So you would
I
have.
would have looked for the group then.
I mean, I would have asked Kazimir if he needs anything because I know I could get a lot of stuff from there.
I mean, he would have asked for a breastplate, but if he doesn't know where the rest of the group is, then
You
I
can
can't
get
do what I
some
was gonna
things
try.
from them. Don't know if you can get a breastplate.
Yeah. But if Kazimir isn't
You
there,
would you would come in here and see your friends are currently in the middle of haggling with a shopkeeper in a store that is filled to the brim with a bunch of random stuff, and you definitely would have noticed the Inquisition sign out front.
that kind of makes me think he wouldn't even bother to go in it then. Unless he saw it, could he see everyone through the window or no?
Yeah, I mean, there are big open windows that do give you a nice view of everything inside. You would have seen all of them standing there.
All right, then he would go. Sorry, my AFK caused such.
It's alright.
If he sees Nhamir trying to haggle with the guy, he'll just go. If you want, I know a thing or two about being able to detect magic items of nature. Perhaps if you would give me a moment, I could discern whether or not this rapier is magic or not.
That seems at least fair.
You said this in front of the shopkeeper?
I can't imagine a divination spell for detect magic is going to be frowned upon.
I mean, they just burned a witch, and this guy's a part of the Inquisition, or at least a supporter of the Inquisition. To him,
But
magic is...
Inquisition has a lot of spellcaster.
They do! Holy spellcasters.
Yeah, and detect magic is a
They can cast
divination
detect
spell.
magic.
Yeah, it's a divination spell.
Here's my question. Is Kazimir currently dressed as a holy person, or someone who would be able to get away with casting that spell? I mean, he's not gonna he's like, magic use, I hope you are not into the dark magic, we tend to burn people for that in this town.
No, of course not. Amateur wizard, if you would try to find
one of the heathen spellcasters, yes.
I don't know if I'd say heathen, but...
Yeah, heathen.
Wait, wizard? I thought you said you were a...
I assume someone's gonna stop him. Because he's right there next to you.
I'd be like, I never said that. You assumed. I just never.
Oh, I thought he said he was a very wise gentleman.
Alright, well, if you are trying to discern whether this rapier is magical, by all means. I would also like to know. The other man who sold it to me, very strange fellow.
In that case, if I can, if you're willing to wait, that would take 10 minutes to cast.
Yeah, while you're doing that, does anyone in the group want anything else from this?
Does he have a mastiff for sale?
No.
Is anybody in the town does anybody in the town have a mastiff for sale?
Steve? Oh wait, you're talking about the dog?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason my brain was going with mammoth, and I don't know how. I don't know why that popped into my head. A large dog. This guy does not sell animals, but you could probably look around and ask to see if you could find someone who sells.
Yado, I had an idea. So if we bought a large dog, large, fluffy, friendly dog, you could ride on it.
That would be amazing. Let's go find a dog, a fluffy dog.
Okay, so we'll buy a mastiff for you to ride on. While Kazimier's casting detect magic, I would like to go next door to the apothecary because I want to see if they have healing potions and I want to see if they have basic poison.
Alright, as you enter the apothecary, you, Barnabas, did K-Jax want anything? No?
No.
You don't want any like flintlock pistols? You can get all decked out with fucking pistols, like.
I still have.
No, you've got a crossbow, I think, but that's cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's up to her. I don't know if you can technically use a flintlock pistol as a sneak attack weapon. Can?
I don't see why, as long as she's proficient. Which rogue is.
As long as it's ranged or finesse or...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if he's a rogue, he has proficiency with simple firearms, partial firearms that do not have explosive, heat, heavy, or overheat properties, according to Valda's, at least.
And then sneak attack, I think it just says it has to be
range or
light.
Finesse.
Or,
no, it has to be finesse, not light.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. I mean, yeah, there are flintlock pistols for sale. Which I
think those have the finesse property. Let me check.
Well, they have the range.
Yeah, they have range.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Any ranged weapon you can use sneak attack with, so.
Yeah.
I mean, 75 gold for a pistol.
Okay, I'll take it.
Alright.
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Barnabas, you bought the one gun, right? The blunderbuss.
Yeah, that blunderbuss. Okay. Sure. And I went ahead and bought 10 rounds of ammo for it. I just did the price that's involved is.
Okay, yeah, that'll work fine. He does sell you the ammo. But the rapier, after 10 minutes, you do which spell are you doing? Detect magic or identify? Detect magic.
Just detect magic to figure out if it is magic.
From this weapon, you do detect a very slight magical aura, but it's very strange because it doesn't seem strong enough to give you an exact detail of like what magic it's related to. Because I think this can give you like what school of magic it's related to. Yeah, but there is some form of magic attached to this rapier.
Kazimir is after that's up. He's gonna look to the guy. I'm sorry, my friend, but whoever told you this rapier had magical properties, I believe he was lying to you. I detect nothing from this.
Deception check.
Yep.
Oh no!
I have a +5.
Oh my god!
God damn!
My friend, I salute you for your attempt at haggling, but I know a liar when I see one. The price still stands at...
I'll take it. 11 platinum. Fuck it.
Alright, and the rapier?
Yeah.
Alright, he opens the case, takes out the fancy rapier, and hands it to you.
It's gonna be like a busted rapier warning.
I mean, you don't know anything about the rapier yet. So, that would take us away from that, and unless... Oh, and Yarrow and Barnabas are going to the apothecary. As you step in, you see the place is decked out in all sorts of, like, silk tapestries. There's large rugs. There is a smell of incense, and this place is very much reminiscent of Zorzair and a sort of Arabian aesthetic. As behind the counter, you see this bronze-scaled dragonborn. Looks to be maybe like human years, somewhere in their 60s. Sort of like his scales are a little like weathered and kind of droopy, and you actually see like the only like like half of his tail looked to have been like cut off at some point.
My friend, do you have any basic poisons or healing potions? A little bit from both ends of the spectrum.
Ah, my friend. I know that accent. You are from Zorzair. Good.
Oh, born and raised.
Ha! Finally, someone who can, someone sociable and civilized in this land.
Yeah, too many fucking barbarians around here.
Oh, do not mention it. Did you see them? Did you see the burning? Terrible! What the fuck do these people do?
I don't know how they managed to make such a shitty place to live, but you know.
No idea, but you want potions and poison, this I can do for you. As he takes, how many, what kind of potions? The standard healing variety or the more advanced variety?
Standard healing. I don't want to drink anything else, I don't
Okay,
think.
how many would you like?
How much are they?
50 gold per potion for a fellow member or fellow citizen of Zorzar.
I'll get 3 of them.
Alright, he hands you 3 healing potions.
I'm officially out of platinum. Okay.
Poison is a whatever it is titled in the book. I have to look that up.
Yeah, it's just poison basic, which is... Let's see, for 1 vial it's 100 gold pieces. Oh, I actually don't have enough money for it. Never mind. I didn't realize it was so expensive.
I'm sorry, my friend, but...
No, that's okay. I gotta go buy a dog.
Good luck with you and your investment. You might try the stables north of town. I hear they take care of many animals.
Wait, I need some stuff.
Oh, what do you require, little one?
Do you have bat fur and coal?
Bat fur and coal?
Barnabas gives you like a dog.
You are a spellcaster. Finally. I do, in fact, have these things, which,
She actually just eats this stuff. Can you believe these northerners?
just to let you know, Ava, if you have a spell focus, you do not need material components unless they are valued. So, like, if it says something like incense worth 10 gold or something like that. But if it just says like regular ingredients, as long as you have an arcane focus, you're good. The only time you need to buy ingredients is if they give you an actual dollar amount.
Okay, cool. I'll still buy them.
Alright, I'd say maybe for those things, 2 silver.
Perfect, thank you.
Alright, come back anytime, please.
What happened to have any, before I leave, any, premium organic free-range donkey feed, would you?
Not personally, no, but again, the stable master up north, the city.
Seems like I'm barking up the wrong tree. I'm sorry. I thought I would talk to a civilized person first.
Yes, you have, you may find the man who runs the stables a little more civilized than some of the barbarians around here. Doesn't tend to go near the crazy burning shit.
Oh, that's good to hear. Well, thank you, friend.
Good luck to you. And please, come back anytime.
I will not try to steal anything from this shop.
We will come back.
Oh, before you go, my friend, I do believe I may have something you do like. And this will be free of charge. As he goes behind the counter and comes back out of a back room. Just looking at you, I believe this be very much up your alley. As he hands you a small sack, and as you look in, it is a sack of coffee beans from the land of Zorzar.
I'm gonna just give him a big ass hug.
He gives you a big fucking hug back. Like, this is.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, my name. Oh god, why did I close my notes? There we are. Yoltaz, at your service.
Yoltaz, I hope to be back someday. It was great making your acquaintance. And,
anytime. It is lovely talking to someone civilized for once.
Alright, I'm gonna head back outside to meet up with the rest of the crew.
Alright, at this point...
Kaz would, if there was anything nearby where he could acquire a breastplate, would try to
There does appear to be a breastplate in the shop.
He's just gonna buy it for value. I'm assuming it listed in the player's handbook 400 gold pieces.
because you had gotten the paid. You hadn't spent the gold you had first gotten from the.
Nope, I have 335 gold and 10 platinum.
Alright. Going through all these words. Ah, yes, of course. Here, he hands you a breastplate. Which is capable. No, I'll take your word for it. I wasn't sure if you were. Yeah, okay. But you have a breastplate.
Yay.
Alright. If everyone's done with their shopping there, you all meet up and head to the stables, except for Atanase, who is heading to the Inquisition.
Fuck
As
that, dude.
you approach, you do see a large.
This is the perfect opportunity to ditch it, guys.
It really is.
You do see the.
Like, I've done nothing but help you guys and make sure you don't end up like those people. And that's
Yeah,
how
but
you
you're a
finish me?
cap. You're a cap.
Oh my lord.
You might be a snitch. We don't know.
As you approach, you do see the Inquisition office.
Should be dead.
The Inquisition office looks to be a large sort of manor house that appears to have been turned into a fortress, as it has a large sort of iron fence around it, iron gated fence with two large metal gates at the front and two soldiers, wardens on each side. They see your garb and they allow you to pass through, and you enter a sort of office area. There are a few desks with some of the scribes of your organization, which I gotta open up those fucking notes because I gave them weird fucking names. Of course I did. The Castellant. Basically these sort of monk scribes who are filling out all this paperwork. Is there anyone in particular you're looking for?
No, I'm just, I would go to any one of them, just looking for information.
Okay. You do see a young, Castellant who is currently in the middle of stacking some papers. Like, how may I help you, Warden?
Right, I am about to embark on a voyage to the coast of the Whalers Coast. I'd like to know what kind of dangers me and my party can expect on the way. Have you heard any reports of any kind?
If you're heading up towards the Whalers Coast, it's a bad time that you have come. There are a few things going on. First off, not particularly not the most dangerous at the moment, but there is a certain region, if you are new to this area, up north called the Bone Hills. I would stay out of that region if you can. From a distance it looks like a cluster of hills, but up close it is a vast landscape of burial mounds from the old kingdom. Dark magic covers that place. If you are heading up closer to the Linwood, there is some trouble coming from the Morningstrog, city of Morningstrog, which would be this city right here. There is a strange group of cultists who have taken over the old city after it was abandoned. They seem to worship some sort of plague entity of some kind. Would not recommend going there. Towards more of the coast, more between here and there, it's more if you're looking to deal with, there might be some ruffians, bandits, that such, but always keep an eye out at night. If you can sleep in a village, yes, the usual. I would say there have been a few reports of a few roaming orc groups around that area. They seem to be pouring out of the mountains for some reason. We're still trying to figure out why. But you might run into one of those groups. They seem to be raiding the Norren Valley. The Norren Valley.
Oh, thank you
have,
for that.
Other
Thank
than
you for
that,
the-
more of the average things going on. That is really all of the main concerns. I mean, there are a few nightmarish fairy tales and things like that, but probably nothing to concern you.
Understood. Now, I would also like to replenish on the, holy waters and the other usual.
Holy water, yes. Come this way. I will take you to the armory. And he takes you to a back room with a there are a few guards standing out a very heavy metal door, and as you approach, one of them does take a key out and unlock the doors to open it, and you just see a filled armory. You see a handful of rifles. They're just a handful. There's not too many. The Inquisition tends to use more of the crossbow, wooden stake type things. But he does go over to a shelf and be like, how many do you think you're going to require?
It's a pretty long journey.
Well, according to protocol, I can give you a max of 3.
I will take 3.
Alright. Anything else you wish to acquire?
Let me see. Is it possible for me to borrow such a weapon? And I point to one of the. I'm assuming musket. Is that what you?
That's you may have to talk to one of the more senior members. I believe you have to fill out certain paperwork to get one of those. But I will see what I can do, and if you do not have a place to stay, or do you have a place to stay in the city?
Not at the moment, but...
very bad luck. Around this time of year, many of the inns and taverns are filled to capacity. There might be one place you might want to try. It is, let's see, the Troll's Belly. It is a little bit of a dive bar, if you will, but you might be able to find some rooms, at least for the night.
Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate the help.
Of course. I can go ahead and fill out the paperwork if you want to receive a rifle. I might be able to get word back by tomorrow.
Now, do you have any healing potions?
I can give you at least 2 of those.
I'll take 2 of those.
I don't think you guys used up any of the healing potions you previously got, so at this point, I'm just handing you fucking healing potions. DM mistake. So much on the DM mistake there. Oh well.
Mike, I'm a living potion of harming.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We're gonna use them, yeah.
We got a cutter with us, so.
Oh yeah, anything else that Han has?
Let me see. Doing anything else? I will hand him. No, brother, I need to write a letter to a Lord Inquisitor. May I borrow something to write, please, real quick?
Oh, I thought you already did that with the other Inquisitor and the Outpost.
No, I will. Something I will not divulge to the
Certainly, brother. Come here. And he leads you to a desk with paper and parchment and ink and pen, quill.
Alright, and I will just write the letter and use my, if I have a seal to seal the letter, or...
Yep, they provide everything you would need to fill out a report or a letter.
And I will just send that to the Lord Inquisitor that resides...
guys.
I'm saying he's a rodent.
I would send that letter to the Lord Inquisitor who raised me.
Okay, so back within the Empire. Alright, exactly. Back down south. Alright.
And I would go to the wherever I need to buy the carriage. Like to the outer wall.
Alright,
where I'm assuming everybody's going as well.
after you finish your stuff there, they finish up what they're doing, and you guys actually meet at the northern gate that leads into a large open area. As you look through the gate, there does appear to be a handful of large buildings and a very large area that is fenced off, and you can see a handful of like horses and other animals moving about. But I believe we will leave it there for tonight.